You guys unfortunately know the story of Tamir Rice. He's a 12-year-old in Cleveland who had a toy gun, and he was shot dead in 2 seconds flat. Cops pulled right up to him. They didn't pull up to the street. They pulled up on the grass, as you see in that picture. They came up to him. They never asked him any questions. They didn't give him a chance to respond. They didn't give a chance for him to say that it's a toy gun. They got out of the car and shot him dead. Now, the cops who did that, of course, not convicted of anything, free to go. The prosecutors in Cleveland threw the case and bragged about it. Said they went to a grand jury where the whole point is to indict the person. In this case, it would have been the cop. They did the opposite. They presented defense witnesses, previously unheard of in a grand jury. The grand jury decides whether you go to trial or not. The defense has no role in it. The defense comes in the trial. But for the first time ever, prosecutors presented a defense instead of the prosecution. So there's no justice in Cleveland. But we already knew that. Now it's gone to a whole new level. The city of Cleveland wants $500 from Tamir Rice's family for the ambulance that carried his dead body. They say that they are his creditors because the family owes them for that ambulance ride. So this is what they filed. The city states that the Rice family is responsible, quote, for emergency medical services rendered as the decedent's last dying expense under Ohio Revised Code. You're going to sue the... Now, look, we just did a story earlier this week. A Chicago cop went and shot a kid who'd called for help, shot the neighbor too, just gratuitously, and then sued the family of the black kid he had shot and killed, saying, it caused me some emotional trauma to kill your son, so give me $10 million. Now, that's reprehensible beyond comprehension. But this is the city. This isn't just one stupid guy. This isn't one monster. This is the city of Cleveland acting as a monster to say, we killed your son. And by the way, we'd call it murder under any other circumstance. If the roles were reversed and you walked up to a cop and without saying anything, you shot him dead in 2 seconds, that'd be murder. If you went up to any average civilian and shot him dead in 2 seconds without asking him any questions, that'd be murder. But when cops do it, I don't know, man, I didn't bother checking to see if it was a toy or not. I didn't fully see it. So I shot him. Who cares? We're done with it. I'm free to go anyway. City of Cleveland will back me when I'm killing any black kid. But we're not allowed to call that murder, right? But now, on top of that, they're going to sue the family to try to get $500 for the ambulance that carried their dead son's body. The family lawyer said this adds insult to homicide. That's exactly right. No, this is beyond the pale, man. We can't let this stand. If you let this stand, they think, not only are we going to kill you and your family members, not only are we going to get away with it, but we're going to rub it in your face. Think about how gratuitous this is. Think about how outrageous this is. They made this decision together. No one in the city of Cleveland said, hey, come on, guys. This is beyond the pale. This is beyond all reason. You're kidding me. You're going to ask for $500 after you shot and killed their 12-year-old son? No, they never had that meeting. They had the meeting where, like, that's a great idea. We'll show them who's in charge. Know your role. Yeah, we've heard that before in this country. The city of Cleveland is the worst. The worst. You should ban Cleveland. Look, hashtag ban Cleveland. I'm serious. Nobody should ever go to a conference in Cleveland. You shouldn't watch any Cleveland games. I don't care if LeBron James is on there. Where are you, LeBron? Where are you? I interviewed an activist that's on TYT Interviews about no justice, no LeBron. He should sit out. A game. Can you make any statement? Can you sit out for a minute? You came back to your beloved Cleveland, right? You're the most powerful guy in Cleveland. Where are you? Now, I'm not putting all this on LeBron. I'm just saying we all have a responsibility to do something about it. I'm never going to Cleveland again until there's some degree of justice for this. Under no circumstances will I go there. No one should ever go to Cleveland again. No one should ever do any business with Cleveland until they remove the monsters in charge of these kind of decisions. Do they represent all of Cleveland, or do they just represent the vicious racists of Cleveland who decide that they're going to murder 12-year-old kids, get away with it, and then charge the family members for that murder? Can you imagine if it was your son, if it was your daughter? Just for a second. Just for a second, because it's too painful to think about for any longer than that. Imagine it's your kids. They don't give him a chance. They pull right up to him and shoot him dead. And then they charge you $500 for it. Grotesque, beyond imagination. Young Turks.